everybody, it's Jenny McGarvey, and I am back with you today to share a new week in my memory planner. I am using the Gold Dot Happy Planner and a bunch of items from Scraptastic Club, including the September Plan On It kit and then the August This Life Noted kit. I'm starting on Monday and working through Friday like I always do, just because that's how it works best for my brain. This is not a very busy week, so you're going to see a little bit more decoration than normal, and you're going to see me play with a few different things that I don't always use, just because I have a little bit more room to do so. I also decided that I wanted to try using these push pins laid on their sides. A friend of mine on Instagram does this with these, and I just think they look so cute turned like that, like bullet points, and I figured why not try it and see how I liked it in my own planner. Now I'm sticking to the color scheme in the kits because I really was fond of them and they worked so well together. Even though they're not from the same month, they just really coordinate well, and I'm able to use a wide variety of colors. They have a really cheerful look, but they are not really themey, or they're not particularly summery necessarily, but they just really end up looking happy and fun, and that's what I like the most in my happy planner and in my memory planning. So I'm pretty excited about the way that it all turned out. I'm going to use a few of the little hexagons together to create just kind of a fun cluster there right in the center, and then continuing working down through the Tuesday evening, layering a couple of stickers together, that little rectangular box, and then the star. I'm really super into this peach color right now. I have no idea why. It's kind of a cross between peach and like a blush colored pink. I'm just really fond of it for some reason right now. I don't know why. And then paired with the mint green, forget it. It's totally awesome. It's also kind of 80s, but I really like it a lot. This is the stamp set from the July Plan On It kit, and you can get it right now in the Scraptastic store on pre-order. And I'm using I think it's a Versa Magic ink pad on that one. It's just a really soft aqua-ish, mint-ish color. It's just really pretty and I love it. And it goes with the overall color scheme, so I was excited to include it on this particular layout. Now I'm going to switch to the second half of the week. I'm telling you, it was a really quiet week, which is nice, right? So I didn't have that much to document, so that's why I'm already moved on to the second half of the week. Now, do you see those half box stickers right there? I am going to take one of those and I'm going to kind of cut it in half. Like I'm going to follow the diagonal line and trim off the white part. And then I'm going to kind of use it for decoration, sort of, like I'm going to use it for layering. I just decided to kind of look at them in a different way, and especially colors that maybe I wouldn't ordinarily use. Like, how can I use them on a page and make the most of them, even though maybe I wouldn't ordinarily use those two colors together or whatever. So I'm going to keep it right where it is on the Thursday, and then I'm going to layer on top of it a box that, again, is kind of decorative, but not really. It's also super functional, just to write down an activity. Now, sometimes it can be hard to find the perfect one, so I was so excited. That list one is so cute, and I've been waiting and wanting to use it, but it's really hard to make sure that you use it in the right place, because there's only one, so I don't want to blow the opportunity. So I just took the box and then added two little star stickers to use as bullet points to list the places that we were going to go shopping that day, and then added the cute little icon too on the corner just to make it fun. As you know, I'm a fan of layering stickers together, and I like to layer stickers together that they can A, enhance each other, make each other better, and then B, are usually ones that have a whole bunch of stickers on the sheet so that it's a little bit more economical and friendly. Because if you only have like that list one, for example, there's only one of those. I'm not putting it behind something else. I can only use it one time. So for me, it's not one of those ones that it's going to be a layering piece, unless it's in this situation where it's layered on top. Now I'm just continuing to work through the weekend and working with all of the stickers that are in the kit. Like, I was able to use that stethoscope, which I believe was actually from the July kit, and keep it together with those other stickers as well, and just notating that activity with putting a couple of different stickers together. Now, the banner stickers are some of my favorites, and I absolutely love to pair them with these little notebooks. I'm not sure why. I think it's just the contrast between the really modern and straight and linear, and then those banners are definitely far more whimsical. So I think it's just that I like the two together and the contrast that they provide. And I am definitely not a fan of green, but I love the way these look together, and I absolutely, in the end, how this all comes together, I love the finished look of the greens together and how they work on this page. Now, it can be difficult to try to find, like in these weekend banners, ones that work and that go with the color scheme that I'm using. And so it really does take a minute to study and see which colors go, because there's all kinds of different pairings there. And I knew I wanted to pair it with the little emoji with the heart eyes, because I mean, come on, it's the weekend, right? Who doesn't want a heart eye emoji on the weekend? I mean, I know I totally do. So now, okay, you can see just how quiet the week was. There were not very many activities at all, which is totally okay, because now I get to play with some things that I wouldn't ordinarily do. So I'm going to pull out the stash of die cuts that I have from Scraptastic Club that I've just been kind of using here and there. And I figured, okay, why not go through the die cuts and find ones that will work for this particular layout. I can't have like baby die cuts, or I can't have zoo die cuts, but I can have colorful, cheerful ones that are maybe floral or maybe a sun or those types of things. So that's why I'm going to go through all of the different die cuts and find the ones that can coordinate in both style and theme as well. So right there down in the middle, or on the bottom right, I've got a couple of little flowers, and then that's So Happy. It's just so stinking cute together. I'm really excited about it. And then now in the center, adding the sun and then the little phrase. And then in that lower left-hand corner, I'm going to pull out another package of die cuts. You've already seen two. Here's the third. And I'm going to use this super cute little quote circle and a little bird and a little flower. And they're perfect with the colors. There's that peach, there's a little bit of green and gray, and it'll go wonderfully with all of the different colors that I already have, and it's definitely not outrageous in terms of theme or anything like that. It definitely goes. So now I love how they all look. They're super cute and they're exactly how they should be, so I can put them packages away because I'm not going to move any of them or anything like that. I'd like to give it a second to kind of look at it and make sure that, yeah, okay, that's exactly how I want it. And I'm just so thrilled that there was some extra room so that I could play around with some of these die cuts. So now before I actually use some adhesive to attach those to the page, I'm going to go through the decorative stickers in the kit, and I'm going to pull out just a few, like this cute little camera that goes perfectly with the colors that I already chose for that day, and find ones that I can stick down in some of the still open spots. So basically I'm going to pick some of the decorative boxes because I do still have some quite large spaces open. So I might as well go ahead and use some of those, because in my weekly planning I don't really usually have room for those. So I might as well use them in my more decorative planning here, especially when I have a week that is even more open than normal. So I now am able to put two of those full boxes, and they look really cute. And so I'm going to go ahead and adhere down the little die cuts because I'm pretty comfortable with the way that the whole thing has come together. I didn't want to adhere them if, say, maybe I'd found four of those decorative boxes that I really wanted to use, maybe instead of some of these die cuts. So because I wasn't sure, I just left them, and then now I can just use that little adhesive and get them stuck down on the page. So now this looks fantastic. I'm really happy with it, which doesn't always happen. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of washi as well. I could have stopped here. I absolutely didn't have to use the washi, but I felt like this washi that I had from the Planner Society, it's got like a light green background and coral colored flowers. And then it's got these really pretty gold foil stripes on it too. They're hard to see in this video. But I figured, you know what, it pretty much goes with the color scheme of this layout, and I don't always get to use all of these beautiful tapes that I have, so I might as well go ahead and just add a little bit So then also up at the top using that yellow and pink one. And again, it's not a perfect match, but the colors coordinate. They're very similar. And I feel like overall it just adds a little bit more cheerfulness to the overall layout. So now I can take out the pocket page that I'm going to use and go ahead and start working on that. I have 4 3x4 photos that are all vertical that I want to include in this pocket page. And so what I've done is I've also selected 4 3x4 cards to go with it. So because I have a total of 8 spots. Now I can see that I'm using a page protector from the Happy Planner that has 2 3x4s on the top and then 1 4x6 at the bottom. The issue with that is that it's not exactly what I need, but I can make it work. So I can use my fuse tool or my sewing machine and just sew right down the middle or fuse it down the middle, and then I have exactly what I need, which is 2 3x4s per each spot. So 4 3x4s on each side. So now I'm just going to go through and find what stickers and little elements I can use on the photos and the cards to make them perfect. So in this case, to add little words and bits of journaling, because that's kind of what I want to capture here, is just the little details. So for example, I used that little label sticker, which is just oh so cute. I love it. And then on this card, it's got those blank little crayons, and so I can write back to school shopping and the date on that, which is just so fun. I love that. It's perfect. It lets me tell what's going on, but it looks so cute while doing it. Now I did decide that that little label sticker was not enough. I needed to add the little sad face emoji. It was about my youngest son moving to a bigger bed and giving up this bed that my kids had used for years and years and years. But anyway, so now on these 2 front photos on this particular page, I'm going to take these really pretty labels, the peach and the light gray, to just make note of where we were and when we were there, like the date. And it's just really simple. It's a simple way to just add the tiniest bit of journaling. I don't always need to write lots, like I don't need a whole paragraph or anything like that. But in this case, I just wanted to make sure that I was able to make note of those things, because trust me, in a few years I will have forgotten. And so this way I will be able to jog my memory. I'm so happy with the way that they turned out, and the colors, they're totally unusual for me. Like I would definitely normally go for more of a rainbow type scheme or something like that, but they really turned out super cute. So now what I do see here is room for a couple of lines of journaling right there in that Thursday and Friday spot. So I'm going to take my ruler and just add a few sentences about what this week held, and that is it. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave me a thumbs up. It lets me know that you liked it, and it also lets YouTube know the types of things that you like to see. Thank you so much, and make it a great day.